Hello, again. I have now done 107 videos. I think this is 107th. Anyway, Dark Souls 3. This is the first proper area that you're going to be in. Ignore my fail with the ladder there, that was bad. At the end of this video I speed run this bit because I wondered whether you could do it. And you can, very easily. You have to dodge like 2 things and you can get all the way from that bonfire all the way around and then back again, unlocking a shortcut to get to the boss. So this bit is me just battling through it, paying more attention to things, and then the last 5 minutes I think is my speed run. And you can see that I'm not too great at Dark Souls, and like big groups of enemies just kind of scare me a bit. But this is where being a sorcerer, I don't know if it breaks the game. So if you had a sword and shield, like you could be grinding this bit for some time at the lower levels at least. But having that ranged attack definitely helps, and it would help even more if I didn't rush things and just knew how to dodge properly, because I just don't sidestep at all. I just circle around people hoping their attacks miss, which is the fault of the bosses in Dark Souls 2, because you could beat most of them just by circling around them, and when they didn't attack it they kind of stopped moving and you could just get around the back. These guys sometimes do that, not so much though. Especially these guys with the shields, they just circle you, like they just match you. So yeah, that's me trying it, and occasionally you can get a backstab and it's quite nice. These crossbow guys, it's just an endless pain in the arse. So yeah, up here, the first real bit you have to be wary of, as I have already died, is that guy, which is a Lothric knight. I think there's quite a few of them around this area, but this guy, it's the second time I fought him, I sort of was aware that he attacks in that kind of fashion. If you can just get a bit of distance, then you can just kill him. If he does manage to hit your shield though, he drains your stamina very fast. Because the last time I died, he just broke the stamina, just broke my guard and killed me. So this area, there's that little soul there. These 2 guys don't trigger at all unless you attack them. So you don't have to kill them. And that door is the shortcut, which when I speedrun it, you open it and you come out. Oh no, I don't. Hold on. That's a door, but that's not the shortcut I'm thinking of. Yeah, but that is a shortcut you can open, which involves going up the stairs, which I skipped past, which I will do later. So these guys have throwing knives as well, so if you try and back off they just throw knives at you, which is irritating. And you see my wonderful dodging skills there, which are basically non-existent. This is how a lot of Dark Souls 2 went for me, just stand up somewhere high or far away and just spell people. And it works quite well. So there's another dude there, and he's throwing a knife at me. I don't know why I'm being such a pussy. Oh, it's because I've, for some reason, just wasn't changing to the sword. I don't remember why I did that. So yeah, that guy's dead. So before you go anywhere, no, I've edited this in kind of a backwards way, because there is a bonfire back in that room through the other door, not this one. So anyway, you walk through this way, it triggers that guy, and another guy comes up from the right, but you have to get up on the platform to properly trigger him. You can see his sort of hands on the battlements on the right. So that took longer than it should have, and I'm out of Estus. I'm not sure whether I'm a fan of that splitting your uses between the two Estus things. I guess if like you got sword and shield, you're just going to tank the health, but for a sorcerer I need both, and I don't get any benefit really. It just kind of makes it harder. So that was the guy that triggers off the battlements. I don't know why he didn't there, because every other time he triggers with the other guy. And these guys, they won't attack you apart from that one guy there who stands up and back away, because he, when you damage him, he turns into one of those. Which from my internet research tells me that that is called a pus of man. Which, as you can see, sort of shit me up a bit, because I just backed the hell away. To calm myself down, because I'm trying to lock onto him there and it doesn't work because he's too far away. I was doing that for some time. To calm myself down, I just murdered these guys. Because why the hell not? So that dead dragon there, still suspicious of that dragon. And if you would have taken the stairs when I was circling people badly, you would see why I was suspicious. And we will come to that later. So that thing, I've never tried to sword and shield one of these guys. I don't really think I want to. So I sorcerer him, and I panicked too much, because he was clearly, I had time there and just panicked. You only get 250 for them, which feels low. And he drops 2 useful things. When he does spawn, he sort of murders all the other guys, which relatively useful. So down this end, there's some stuff going on. The speedrun, again, more happens, because that's all just areas you can see, but you have to go a long way to get them. There is a soul there, and around here is a titanite bug thing. Don't even know what they're called. I'm also not the best at killing them, so that happens. And you get a raw gem, and raw weapons was something I never really delved too much into in the last ones, because I was a sorcerer. It didn't make too much difference to me. But yeah, if you go through that door in that room, you get the tower on the wall bonfire, which is here, which is kind of useful. And I forgot why I thought it'd be a good idea to show you this. He just has fire bombs, which is not that useful, but you can see the little knife sticking out of my chest there, just casually impaled. So yeah, these stairs triggers the dragon, which is not dead, predictably, because that's what Dark Souls does. So his fire kills everything up on the walkway, and that guy just stands at the bottom there for ages, so you've got plenty of time. And he just keeps breathing fire periodically, so you kind of have to time it, kind of. You take some damage, but it's really not that much compared to the red dragon that was on the bridge in... Was that Dark Souls 1 that was in? Yeah, I think it was Dark Souls 1. I could be completely making that up though. One of them, the red dragon on the bridge. So his fire, I thought it was just going to kill me over there, so I only took 4 hits, and you can see like it doesn't come anywhere near the door, so there's plenty of space. But here leads you to this room, and there really is no reason to drop down here apart from to get up to that side, which you should definitely do. Do not investigate this, Because it's a chest. I would call that a mimic because of Final Fantasy games, and that seems to be like exactly what that is. But yeah, if you go up the ladder, you open the door, which was not the shortcut I thought it was originally. Just a casual shot of that dragon there. Just, yeah. Bastard. I think if you have the bow and arrow you can shoot him, and if you do like 3/4 of his health he will fly away. Which I think I read takes about 70 arrows. Which seems like it would just take forever. Can't really be bothered. So if you go down, there is just this dude. I think they're still called just hollow soldiers, but they're tougher than the regular ones. He also has a lot longer reach. But yeah, being a sorcerer you just sort of skip that. Just break stuff for the hell of it. So there is an item off to the right. I sort of panic in every room I'm in now, because too many random deaths from nowhere. That guy blows that up, which very nearly killed me. So yeah, give him a wide berth. Don't do what I did. Off to the left there's one of those ninja guys. He's not a ninja, but I'm just call him a thief maybe. Depends. Mailbreaker, that's no real use to me, I don't think. And you can always hear the hollows just wandering around, but there is nothing in this bit. But through this door, no. This door, no. That door there, you will eventually get a key, and he is a merchant. I don't know if it cut off me saying he's a merchant there, but reviewing it in Share Factory is difficult because it just doesn't catch up with the commentary and you can't really listen back to it, which is stupid. But yeah, skip past that. I've skipped like way ahead, I missed a massive bit there. But where the Titanite beetle bug thing was, drop down the ladder and you end up in this hall. And there's these guys. If you duck into this room, which I'm in now, the Lothric Knight just turns around and goes back again. And there's one of these dudes. I was kind of panicking on this bit because I have no Estus left already, and I know that that knight's outside. You get a Titanite shard. Yeah. Reasonable. That dude, I guess, climbed over the side. Not too difficult. That was me just looking for other areas. So down at the bottom there, on the right, behind these, is another person. It's not the easiest trigger though. I don't really want to break them because Dark Souls 2 had a lot of them that were full of pitch or like flammable stuff, and like the guy that blew the barrel up, you would suffer awkward deaths. That Hunter Charm is... I think I get murdered here. It blocks Estus recovery, because you see these guys that occasionally heal, not these knights, but some of the hollows that heal occasionally. It blocks that. For some reason that guy gets stuck on the stairs kind of easily. So this is like basically just a video game trick that is applicable to a lot of games. Of course, assuming you remember that he has a massive spear and his reach is very big. The idea is you just loop around and he can't actually get you. So there's me doing it properly and him actually dying. And you get leggings. Not too useful to me. I didn't kill the archer outside because I just couldn't be bothered. So I think that's it. I probably missed like loads of secrets and stuff, but so down here at the other end of the room is there something that I forget what it is. Green blossom, I think. possibly. But you're sort of, at the moment, you're like above the kitchen? Or whatever it is. Yeah, green blossom. Not so great. Guess again, if you had the bow, you could try and pick some people off. And you can see the dude that's meant to ambush you there. Which, fortunately, I did notice. And I think I still take damage from him. Because I'm just... Oh, maybe not. And in his room, behind that wheel thing, is a broadsword. Again, not so great for me. I'm fine with whatever I've got. Spells is what I'm aiming for. Same in most games, the awkward bit about being a sorcerer is struggling for the first bits, because you need to be strong enough to not rely on anything else, but until you are, you need to rely on the sword and shield. So this is me playing overly cautious because I don't want to get swarmed, because I just have zero way of dealing with that at all. Kill one of these dudes. Throwing knives, I guess if you're into that. There's a few of them around, but there's really not that many. I think that was the only time I got that backstab. I did this bit like 3 times because I died. And every other time it didn't do it properly, so... Again, if you have the bow or if you wait, these guys do come into range. And when you... see that? The lock dropped off before I could get the spell off. So they run up round the side, but they seem to stop there and just kind of give up. So that gives you plenty of time, he says. Pretty sure this dude splats me. Ah, no. I know, it's one of the other guys that he proper thumps me into the floor. But this is, I guess, like a lazy way of playing Dark Souls. And I understand that. But I was playing this early this morning before I went to work, and I just didn't have time to just sit there and patiently fight everybody. I just wanted to murder everyone, which is why I decided to speedrun at the end. I realise my lack of commentary here. But yeah, this guy's about to just thump me. Which at these levels is a one-hit kill. So yeah, I keep leaving these little tags on of me actually killing these dudes. Again, so that's the stair trick almost of them not quite being able to work stairs out properly. But now everyone's dead. Underneath here is a Titanite shard, which is... yeah. So I think I got my staff to +2, and it hasn't seemed to make much difference to anything. So I thought there might have been a secret around here. There's not, it's just nothing. But down here, not everything is dead, because down here is just the dog thing that just stands there. I don't know if that's like a thing in my game, but yeah. And down here is the cell key, which opens the door to that thief guy, which I have yet to do actually. So that'll be in the next video, because I've really organised myself and I thoroughly know what I'm doing. So anyway, you come out here, and that is the way down. You need to break those boxes, and you can just drop down. But that courtyard, there is that massive dude with tiny little wings on his back, I think. And a couple of other guys trigger when you get down there. but he is the main dude. If I had a full Estus charge, I reckon I could have just killed him easily. But unfortunately he gets too far under the balcony for me to do anything else. So I died, I think, so this is why it's back up there. But yeah, you break these boxes. I waited for him to get out of the way because I'm scared. Dark Souls just scares me. It's more just nerves and anxiety about having to do the bit over again because I've died. And I get that that's a thing, but yeah. I was quite proud of myself when I managed to speedrun this bit. And I didn't realise that I'd left this standing here for that long. This is awesome. Should probably cut this bit out. Unless I've got factoids about Dark Souls, which I definitely don't have. So now that dude's over there. You can see a guy behind me is just triggered, but I'm running. I don't know how many of those Lothric knights are actually dead, but I don't care. So, murder this dude. That dude is behind me. So, up here is an item. And if I was brave enough, if you run and jump, you can make the roll onto that balcony to grab that other item as well. But I didn't do it. If you've killed everyone, I would be a lot more confident. So again, I paused because that terrified me. But it's just this guy, and then these other 4 trigger when you get really close, which again I didn't see until they dropped down and scared the crap out of me. I also didn't realise there's an item off to now what is now my left, the other side of that archway. So it now becomes apparent that I can't deal with swarms or just Dark Souls in general, because my tactic is mash the buttons. Bearing in mind that at this point I couldn't even say anything because this was about 6:30 in the morning. My wife was asleep next to me and I'm casually trying not to get brutally murdered by what are effectively zombies. Very tense. If you have a more efficient way of killing them, I would recommend that. So I didn't get the item because I only just saw it in this video. But you stand on this lift thing. Which is one of the shorter ones in Dark Souls, and some of the ones in Dark Souls 2 go up and down forever. But you open this little door and splattered again by that bastard. Anyway, I would have cut it regularly to me killing him, but I think this is my speedrun, or is this just me walking around? See, for some reason that dude walks outside every time you get here. But we're going to skip the ninjas. We're just going to run. Even if you roll, you still sort of stagger on that little bottom bit. Just going to run straight past that dude. Just, if you hold circle, it does that down the ladders instead. Just going to bomb past. You should probably like not run in a straight line. And I think that scream was the pus of man upstairs turning into that thing again. But essentially, we're just gonna... I was lucky that he nearly got me. Just gonna run past everyone. Because if playing as a sorcerer is cheating, this is like triply cheating. And if you're brave enough, braver than me, you can just run straight off that balcony thing and just out the door. But I chose to go... I don't even know why I did this particularly. Because it knocked that guy down there, and the dog is a... I don't know what happened there, but... that again was very close. Didn't even wait for him to get in a better position because the guys are right behind me. So you just run. I don't know why I gave up killing him there. Because the other dude, unfortunately, he follows you all the way. He triggers in that bottom corner and he follows you all the way up. But for some reason I killed him up here. And then killed this dude again. And yeah, you go up and you kill those guys, blah blah blah. You could speedrun this a lot faster. My point was more just you can do it. So I split the video here and I can't remember why. Yeah, I don't know, I've just left in me killing them again. If you're looking for what happens, skip ahead, but I doubt you are because nobody watches my playthroughs. Probably because I cough on the commentary and things like that. It's off-putting. It's not professional. It shows a lack of attention to detail and other such things. Those guys trigger as soon as you get anywhere near them. I was trying to sneak around them. I think I did a lot better this time. Managed to completely miss that spell. I think I got the wrong button there. But that little winged guy is still just strolling around the courtyard, oblivious to me, which suits me fine. So it turns out if you run, I only managed to get 2 of them to follow me, which is thoroughly useful. And it shows how much attention I'm paying, because that item that was off back to the left there, still didn't see it that time. Didn't see it there either. Caught a flash of it, didn't see it. Anyway, I wait for this tortuously slow lift again. All the way up we go. And usefully it's put my souls in a better place. I don't know if they've designed that on purpose, because before they would have just been, like in the previous games, they would have been where that guy stood. I decided to try a different tactic. His placement seems to be just kind of timing. And I kind of panicked because I thought that I had him there. Yeah, he died later than I thought he would. But there's another thing on the left there. It's the thing with Dark Souls, it's kind of relentless. Should have just spelled him a second time. But anyway, you can speedrun that past them as well. That's entirely possible. So I just kind of panicked at this point, and I thought that there was a bonfire somewhere up here. So I ran up here and thought this was... It turns out if you go right you get to the bonfire, if you go left you get to all these fucking guys. No idea what the hell I was doing. Thought I was dead again. That terrified me even more. What the hell's happening? So back down we go. Just avoiding everybody. Skip that, skip that. They look like the dog from Nightmare Before Christmas. Just by the way. If you go this way, I didn't even realise that that was a way down. Or where that dog came from. So yeah. So yeah, I did not see that. That was generally me running up there was the first time I'd noticed that was there. So that's now a shortcut. So when you get back down to the courtyard, you then go. If you go through that way, you come in, and there's a archway up to the left. You go through there, and there's a boss around there. But that's the next video. I'm done for this one. Goodbye.